This week has been a lot of fun over on my Instagram account, and we've had some great discussions. A lot of you want to know how the hell I make $1,200 a day editing videos. And it's actually simpler than you might think. And I'm gonna break it down all in this video for you to kind of set you up in the right position for free. A lot of people would sell this type of thing to you, but I don't care about selling. I just wanna get you guys to a very comfortable spot in your freelance editing career. So I'm gonna give you all the knowledge right here today. So stay tuned to the very end for all the details. So first off, just a little bit of my background. I have been editing videos for over a decade now. And a lot of you guys cannot compare to the experience somebody else may have if you've just started. You can't expect to make $1,200 a day compared to somebody who's been working in the industry for a decade or more. Now, keeping that in mind, I've worked with countless different brands over my decade of experience, from Champ Sports, Foot Locker, Netflix, Hulu, Tubi. I mean, just plenty of different brands I have worked with to build myself in the industry and actually establish myself as a really good editor and as somebody who can actually get the job done and deliver on these crazy deadlines. So the first thing I want to touch on is where you're at now. A lot of you have just started editing, or you've been editing for a little bit and you have not figured out how to get the right clientele. This whole video editing surge started really in the last 2 years, especially with other people on YouTube that are preaching about short form video editing. How many times have you heard you can make 10 grand a month short form video editing? I'm sure you heard that thousands of times, but I'm gonna be honest with you. There's only about 2% of you, 2 to 5% of you that are actually going to make it to 10K a month off short form video editing. Now, does that mean short form video editing can't be a good source of revenue? No, you can make a lot of money off short form video editing. Will you make 10K a month every month? Probably not. Only very few people will make that amount of money, which is why a lot of you are gonna have trouble and you think what I'm gonna tell you is a lie. I also have something else to ask you. If these people tell you to jump off a bridge, would you do it? You should actually be doing the exact opposite of what most of these internet gurus and these people that tell you these business models are doing. There are very few people that are actually good to listen to and actually to work with that will tell you the truth about the entire gig. Everybody right now is doing short form video editing. The market sophistication is at the max right now. What makes you think you can jump into this thing and figure it out in less than 90 days? It will never happen. A lot of you have zero portfolio, zero business knowledge, zero website, and zero network. So why would you think that it's impossible for you to make $1,200 a day if you don't have any of these things lined up? If everybody's in the same niche as you are, what makes you think that you will be able to make $1,200 a day, 10K a month, 200 grand a year in the same exact niche? You're pitching to the same people. If somebody pitches to a creator or this internet gurus daily, how many other pitches do you think they're getting in their inbox besides yours? So what you need to do, to be very serious, is to do the exact opposite of everybody else. While everybody's doing short form, you need to be doing long form. And while you're doing long form, you don't just do YouTube videos. You don't just do social media video. You need to go work in the exact path that has the amount of money that you want to make per year. Social media videos, people can say you can make $100,000 a year off that. Unless you're the top 1%, somebody like me, somebody like Hayden Hillier-Smith, somebody like Premier Gal, a lot of you will not make 100 grand a year editing videos because none of you stand out. Even me, I had a problem when I first started. I didn't know how to stand out. So I competed with everybody. You need to start picking niches that people are going away from. I, for example, edit commercials on a daily basis. And commercials is how you can make $1,200 a day. Editing films is how you can make $1,200 a day, but nobody wants to do that. Everybody wants to do short social media videos and charge 10 to 15 bucks a video and think they're gonna make it to 100 grand a year or 10K a month or whatever the hell they think it is. This is not the truth. Video editing is on the surge and it's gonna be around for a very long time. But what's gonna happen is it's gonna revolve itself. While everybody's doing short form, we're over here touching all the long form. We're getting paid good. While everybody's doing long form, we're gonna go back this way and cut this different type of stuff and get paid good. You have to be ahead of the curve and do the exact opposite of what everybody else is doing. A lot of you editors are so good, man. You're so talented. A lot of you are wasting your time away by offering $15 a video, 20 bucks a video. And honestly, I wanna talk to every one of you and get you guys out of that mindset to that you have to work hard every day, that you have to fight for clients, that you have to have a better website than somebody. Because none of that stuff really hardcore matters. You want to put yourself in alignment where the money is and where the clients are constantly paying high budgets. That's how you make 1,200 bucks a day, doing videos. I'm not telling any of you guys to stop doing video editing or to stop doing short form editing. Make your money while you can, please do. I'd rather you make a little bit of money and have some money to live with your families and travel and have a good time. But just know, nothing is forever in life, in business. So you have to make sure whatever you're doing aligns for you in the long term. So I also want to break down a little bit as to calculate how much I charge per hour or per day and why I chose that price. So the reason I chose $1,200 per day is because of my experience and the amount of stuff that I've dealt with over time. Most of the time I'm doing story cuts, I'm doing a little bit of sound, I'm doing color. Most people do not have the experience to do all three of those. They usually just know how to do a nice story cut, and that's what it's gonna be. The more skills you add on to what you have, the more day rate you can charge. This is a guaranteed fact. They will become more successful because everybody will hire them to do a different job. So to you guys that just know how to cut fast-paced, funny, energetic YouTube videos with all these graphics popping up on the screen, I suggest you learn how to storytell. And I suggest you learn how to reach out to clients with bigger budgets. Now, how do you get in touch with clients with bigger budgets? So for some of you that downloaded my ebook, you already know the answer to this question. Go deal with agencies who can connect you to the bigger people. You cannot call The Rock and get to work with him. You cannot call Mr. Beast and get to work with him. Agencies do have a problem too. And I've been dealing with agencies for over 7 to 8 years now. And the biggest thing I really see with agencies is they typically don't like to pay what you're worth. Only if you work in-house. If I were you, I would do the best you can to try to stay on contract or to be a freelancer for these guys, because then you can charge your day rate and you can get paid really well and you can get paid what you're worth. The smartest way to do this is to Google any of these agencies in your area, right? They could be marketing agencies, advertising agencies, whatever you want to call them, and start building you a nice LinkedIn profile, because they want to see if you're professional or not. Do you have your website? Do you have your headshot? After you do this and you build a nice LinkedIn profile, you need to start doing outreach to the CEOs, to the brand managers, to the marketing managers, whoever is there, and they will put you in contact with the right person if they're in need of help. Everywhere all over the world, every country has agencies that run the top shelf clients. These agencies have the budget. They get paid thousands and thousands of dollars from the client on these projects, and they need to fill that role. Be persistent and be patient. A lot of you guys will spam emails to people, spam DMs. Sometimes it's not you being a bad editor, they didn't like your work. Just sometimes it's not the right time. But the best thing you can do is stay in contact anyway. Follow them on Twitter, LinkedIn, whatever it is, interact and be a part of the community with them. And that's how you get people to want to book with you and work with you on a monthly retainer basis, because that's the goal. You want to get monthly retainer basis. And if you do get hired per project, make sure your day rate is high enough to sustain you and your family for the length of the project. If you have any questions, make sure you leave a comment down below or DM me on Twitter or Instagram, and I'll make sure to get back to everybody. I'm really good at getting back to everybody and helping people get through this creative freelance mess, because there's a lot of mess and a lot of things that are gate kept from you guys to actually be successful. So if you want to learn more, make sure you subscribe to my channel and like and share this video to send to your editor friends, your motion designer friends, your graphic designer friends. See you guys later. Peace.